We should be back. Yes, we are back. Perfect.
We're back.
We are indeed back.
Yeah. Here, I got the text.
Alright. We are returned. More of the funny Steam reviews. So. One more thing before we go into the longer form things that we have. I think we briefly need to take a moment of silence because it has been reported that the Chief's dog has died.
Yes, I have seen that on Twitter.
Let's just have a moment.
The moment has passed. Back to work.
Okay.
So, now that that's done, we have... Oh no, wait, there was one more thing. Never mind. So, Russia has, decided that it is time to start enforcing its version of the truth, because it has started finding companies on the internet who refuse to take down what it considers false information about its 3-day special military operation. It has off the top of my head, the ones I know for sure it has fined Reddit, it has fined Google, and it has fined Wikipedia. Google specifically, they fined for a measly $31,000.
Only?
Yes, or close to 4 billion rubles.
Ah.
Because the Russian economy is in the shitter. For context of just how bad the ruble is doing. The ruble, as of I checked yesterday, is currently exchanging for about 1 penny.
1 measly penny.
1 US cent. It is at an exchange rate worse than Dogecoin, which is going for about 6 cents. It is. I like to point out, this is after the ruble has been on a climb. It was even worse. It is so unfathomably bad. Like, freaking Robux was better than the ruble at one point.
Damn. Yeah, I think it was like in the middle of the war too, like last year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the ruble is currently worth more than a single Robux, which is currently going for 0.8 cents.
Not even a cent.
But you know, earlier the ruble was even worse than that. And based on the chart I found, the Robux is currently going up.
Oh boy.
In value. So. Yeah, Russia's economy is taking a big fat fucking L. So it's probably less they're finding these companies as a way to like actually like enforce their version of the truth. It's probably more they're just trying to fundraise. They're trying to fundraise because these companies are being fined literally nothing as far as they're concerned. I mean, Reddit might care, given Reddit's currently going to shit, but Google, $31,000 is probably how much they make in like an hour.
Maybe a couple minutes.
Yeah, it is fucking nothing.
Damn.
because once again, Russia is being shit on by everyone.
Because, yes. Also, I was, Oh, sorry. Finish. I think you were done, so I was like,
Hold on, I'm double checking.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got here a map that's like all the countries that have been sanctioning Russia. That's basically all of Europe, more or less. The US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan.
Taiwan?
No one in Africa's sanctioning them.
They're busy with a thing.
Of like the world's... Yeah, they're busy with that thing. Of like the really like big global economies, really the ones that aren't is you've got China and you've got India. And honestly, China's not sanctioning them just so they can milk Russia for all it's worth.
I feel like anything that's still in contact with Russia is because Russia is selling things extremely cheap.
Yeah, they're like, yes, we will pay your heavily depreciated prices for whatever the hell you want to sell us. Line goes up. Like, for context how bad they're doing. They're buying ammunition from North Korea.
Dumb.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That's a yikes.
That's a sad.
Yeah. It is horrible. Anyway.
You feel bad for the
Moving on from current events. Jimmy had asked me to talk about me going on about how cars are cringe.
Yes.
Now, I personally think they aren't.
Yes.
At least some
I
of
know
them.
Jimmy has seen, presumably seen, at least some of what I had to say on this matter before, because I talked about it in one of our group chats.
Yeah.
Mainly with Darius. Specifically, I would like you to put this up on the stream, Jimmy.
Alright.
This map comparing two cities of almost identical population. Paris, France, and Houston, Texas.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go later.
Ah, yes, you did send that map. Oh, that's because it's America.
I'm gonna wait until that's up on the stream. Go. Yes. Well, yes, but still, I'm less talking about cars themselves being cringe, but more some of the stuff that they've got going on with them.
Because you know how I am for cars, right? I do enjoy it. A good transportation method of the vehicle. I mean, the stream. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's up. It's not very big, but it is up.
So there it is. I see it in the corner now. All right. This map, the red area there is Paris. Paris has only like just under 100,000 people less than Houston, which is like the bottom layer. You can kind of see like the outline of it.
Yeah.
Paris, France is 1/9 the size of Houston, Texas, but has basically the same population.
That is because
to be fair to the US, Houston is probably the city that has this the worst, but this is because Houston especially really just car dependent infrastructure, suburban sprawl to just the worst degree. This is another picture I'd found related to that of a single interchange in the city of Houston as compared to an entire Italian town.
Oh, you also did that one? Do you want me to show it as well?
Yeah. Yeah, yes, go ahead and put that up as well as, like, for the context. I think technically this is, like, the historic downtown of, like, the Italian city. It's, like, they've cropped the interchange to be, like, the same size, and the interchange doesn't even fit. And there's just... because that's just how big a lot of this car infrastructure Houston has, that is explains, like, why this city is just so horrible for this. Because the United States has decided to invest all its infrastructure and money into car-dependent hell instead of trains, like, you know, a good country like Spain or France.
Yeah, okay, hold on, I have to rant about this. The roads in France are fucking trash. Like, Spain, yeah, it has infrastructure around public transportation, but it also has a pretty good, like, car, transportation. Like, roads, they're, like, what I've done traveling through Spain in car, because we travel by car, like, 90% of the roads we've gone through are, like, good roads that are, like, two ways. Like, you know, two ways for each side. In France, we had to go through, like, these one-way roads that are, like, at one point, we went through one road that the GPS told us to go through, and the first thing I thought is, where are we, in a Resident Evil area? Because of how, like, abandoned it looked. Sorry.
Wow. The other thing is America, despite how much money we spend on, like, roads and stuff, like, the number one complaint you'll see people complaining about in the US is how shit the roads are. And that's all we've invested into.
My city has just redone some of the roads. But the city nearby where my boyfriend lives, roads are shit. It's exactly like what you're describing in France, and it's kind of like how it is in Mexico. Trash, potholes everywhere. They recently redid some infrastructure. I can't remember if it's electricity or water lines, and they just left it like that. They didn't even bother to cover it up yet.
Bruh. It's just the... apparently, it's just... I'm losing my mind at just how bad it is. It's like, and the thing is, not only does the U.S. like ruin all its cities to build highways by bulldozing minority neighborhoods. Thank you, the 1960s. Thank you, President Eisenhower. Very cool. The U.S. also subsidizes the hell out of cars themselves. Like, you'll often hear Americans complaining about the price of gas being, like, high, because it's on an upswing. It's like, around California, the part I was in, most gas stations were hovering about $5 a gallon.
What?
$1.39.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. How much is a gallon?
U.S. gallon, 2 liters.
At least here in California.
3.7 liters is 1 U.S. gallon.
Okay, so by that calculation, it's 3.7. Let's say I take in consideration the prices of a usual Spanish gas station, which is like 1.5
Gamer
euros
right
per
now,
liter.
That hurt so much.
Okay, 1.5.
So you usually go 5 euros per liter, so that would be like 16.
No, it's also 5 euros per gallon, because it's like
it's 5 euros per gallon.
Yeah, it's 1.5 euros per liter.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so
5.9, 5.6, maybe even 1.7. We've like, okay, so you want to hear expensive? In France, we have seen 2.2 per liter, euros per liter. So like if that's like 3.7 is a gallon, so let's say 2.2 times 3.7. That is 8 euros per gallon.
Honestly, there's like one specific gas station in Chinatown in Los Angeles, right? It's about the same price.
8 euros per gallon.
About it's like $7-8 now. Gas is super expensive depending on where you live and their tax law.
So the other thing, though, despite how expensive people are complaining about it, the United States in 2022 spent $20 billion subsidizing fossil fuels.
Oh wow.
Let's see, what else is
Keep in mind, this is also the industry, the auto industry, which is getting the benefit from this. I'm pretty sure General Motors, over its history, has received like $100 billion in bailouts.
It's too big to allow it to fail, which is shitty.
Well, I'm pulling up a list. Let's see. The total, yeah, General Motors is in 4th, and it's $50 billion in bailouts. And the only things that are above it are, there's 2 government-sponsored enterprises, so that's basically just unnecessarily corporate. That's just government stuff, so that doesn't count, and an insurance company, which is, it's an insurance company. And even that, it's just so ridiculous. And then like the next 4 under it are like banks, and then Chrysler is below with the 10 billion.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
It's so
Stupid.
no, it is so
It's
so much.
dumb.
Also, of the bailouts on this list is also like the profit for it or whatever, according to whatever thing this is like pulling data from. General Motors says negative 11 billion. Meanwhile, giving houses to the poor is seen as cringe.
Or whatever cringe politician decided that.
Yeah, keep in mind, one of the U.S. parties has officially said they are against universal school lunches being
And
free.
it's just like, why?
Universal free school lunch is apparently against one of their
Why
policies.
do you
Like,
hate kids so
why?
much?
Why is using taxpayer money to feed the taxpayers bad?
Please explain.
Gotta protect the children from food now,
I am
apparently.
confusion. America, explain.
We wish we could, but no. You can go into
Because
debt when you're in high school.
the party of rural America is also the party of the billionaires.
Isn't also like school food kind of shitty?
And it's the for the level of bullshit that goes on in U.S. politics, right? Like, I think it was last year now, there was a big railroad derailment in the U.S. town of East Palestine in Ohio. And that is hardcore Red Party territory. And Red Party has had to basically dance around being either supportive of their constituents who are calling for railroad reform to prevent this from happening again, and the fact they get shit tons of money from the railroad lobby, who obviously doesn't want this.
Oof.
Want a job,
And
like
somehow
that.
them trying to somehow get the best of both worlds is not the scummiest thing I have heard of them doing. Because there's at least there's a few of them on in different parts of the U.S. who are simultaneously campaigning or trying to kill some infrastructure stuff while simultaneously turning around to their constituents where that infrastructure stuff has been gone through anyway, and saying, look at all this money I've brought into our community, despite voting against it.
I really hate it that a lot of politicians, most of their time is like spent lobbying and campaigning instead of actually doing shit for their communities.
Most of their time is spent bragging about things they didn't actually do, or blaming people, or blaming other people for things they've done that people don't like. It's like, I know in California, there's a attorney general who's like facing recall because people are like, safety, your policies are shit. Meanwhile, the city council really refusing to fill like the 50% police officer vacancy rate. Just whistling in the corner.
Twiddling their thumbs.
Twiddling their thumbs, pretending like, yes, it's all their fault that all this is going on. It's not our fault. Definitely not.
Nobody wants to be fault.
It's like the city of San Jose, like, very narrowly avoided having like 20% of its city workforce going on strike because they have a 10% vacancy rate, and the people are like, yo, can you like pay us competitively with all the nearby cities? And the mayor's like, no.
I simply cannot hear.
I simply cannot, because we do not have the money. And they're like, we have a 10% vacancy rate. That money is not going anywhere, and you're using it to claim that you have huge surpluses. And he's like, no, but if we pay you more, we're gonna have to cut city services. And like, you're having to cut city services because you have a 10% vacancy rate.
Where's the vacancy rate? I'm sorry, I'm just kinda lost here again.
10%. They are missing over they have over 1,000 vacant positions.
Ah,
like
okay,
10...
vacant positions. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused there for a moment because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you explained to me 10%, I'm like, that doesn't help.
It means that
one
people are
in
not
ten,
working.
one in 10 of the positions at the city have no one working in them.
Okay.
It's like the union. Yeah, we have multiple people who are working for the city because they want to, and they're trying to help the city. Meanwhile, they're actively in danger of, or have gone homeless because the city pays them fucking nothing. It's like, on the one hand, yeah, it's public sector. You mainly get a lot of benefits for relatively little proper paycheck, but at the same time, they can go to the next city over, do 50% of the work, and get 20% more money.
Get up.
Like, please, at least give us a pay raise to keep up with inflation, please, I beg of you. And the mayor's like, Corridor, we've already drawn up the budget for this year. We can't do this. It's like,
Shut the. Yes, you can.
yeah,
You were literally the mayor.
You're literally the mayor and the city council. It's like, what's worse is the current mayor has like gone on record previously saying, yeah, we're having problems keeping people employed because we're not paying them enough. But then they're like, so are you gonna pay us more? No, of course not. It's like, we're the 10th largest city in the fucking country. You can find more money.
I'm surprised America hasn't got a
You
flames,
have to
I'm
find
gonna
more
be
money
honest.
at this point.
And I don't mean literal flames, Sneep.
I mean, Hawaii went up in literal flames.
I know, that's why I was saying it.
Anyway, this is like only like tangentially related. Going back to the main point I was trying to make before with Houston and the maps of Houston that we have up on the screen right now, comparing it. The other thing I wanted to mention that's like probably like a contributing factor to this whole San Jose thing is San Jose doesn't have it nearly as bad as Houston does, but this kind of shit where it's this kind of infrastructure, the super massive car shit and the super massive sprawl. So Houston and Paris have basically the same population, but Houston's like fuck ton bigger.
Yeah, 9 times bigger.
Means with the same tax base, they have to maintain all that extra infrastructure and all those extra services to cover all that extra area. They have to maintain 9 times the roads, 9 times the water pipes, 9 times the electrical lines for the same amount of money. Except probably less, because Americans pay relatively little taxes compared to Europeans.
Yeah, but then at the same time, Europeans cram,
and still complain that they're being taxed too much.
Yeah, meanwhile, Europeans cramming people, on a space way smaller than Americans do.
And the thing is, Paris, very dense city, very, very, very popular global tourist destination, world-renowned.
Yes.
Houston.
What?
Paris.
Houston is just a city.
Yeah, that's why I said what.
Yeah.
What even is there?
It is the most populous city in Texas and the southern U.S. in general. The 4th most populated city in the United States.
In Texas, I thought they had Funimation.
They've got the Space Center. They've got the NASA Space Center. Houston, we have a problem.
Ah, I get the joke. So
it's actually. I just noticed it's actually highlighted on the
map.
The map of Houston that's behind you, Jimmy. Down in the bottom right corner, Space Center, Houston.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait, am I actually blocking you with my tails?
No, you're not.
No, you have Paris with your tails.
The part of the map you're covering, Jimmy, is part that's not actually Houston. It's adjacent suburban cities that are just more sprawl.
Okay. So, just to take a little break from, unless you aren't done with this. Are you done with the rant?
Basically, this whole thing just summarizes up as, U.S., please stop building car-dependent hell. Why don't children go play outside anymore? The outside that has been created. It's...
Oh, roads. It's dangerous to play on the roads. My mommy told me so.
Exactly.
Yeah, because frickin' we build fucking massive fuck-off roads for no reason and act like it's normal. Frickin' we build mandate so many parking spaces. There are 4 parking spaces for every car, and that doesn't count like private driveways at homes or on-street parking. On-street parking is not counted in that either, I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead.
This is just like parking lots and parking garages. It is so awful.
It sounds horrible there.
Yeah, it is. If you don't have a car, fuck you. Screw you, 10% of the U.S. population that does not own a
car. Get a car now.
an automobile.
My
Yeah.
partner does not have a car, and
Yeah.
like I said, his city is like a freeway away from mine. So
It's
he couldn't visit me if he wanted to. There's no direct bus or like tram that comes to my
or
city.
train. It's and the thing is, whenever the U.S. does try and build like public transport, it's always shit on so hard by people who are like, but why?
Because
Or-
some people don't have cars.
Yeah, because some people don't have cars, or some people don't, or people who are like going on how expensive it is. It's like, are you forgetting, 1, gasoline's subsidized all hell, 2, the roads are all government subsidized, 3, your car is probably government subsidized, 4, your insurance sure isn't government subsidized, and you have to pay for that as well, plus the price of the car, plus the gas, plus the tires, plus the oil in the engine, plus
Anything
it emits
wrong
all the pollution.
A lot of people can lose their jobs because they get car loans, right? And they lapse home alone, like they're not able to pay for it because they get fucking interest rates
Yeah.
that skyrocket if they don't pay back by a certain time. And paying that back,
It's
and then their car gets repossessed. And so they left without a car.
I saw one story of a guy who got arrested, put in jail. He got acquitted, but when he got out, his car had been repossessed.
Bruh.
And he'd been evicted from his house.
And thinking back on it, that was such a shitty show for going through maybe some people's like worst moments where they just realize, oh no, I've lost my mode of transportation, so I've lost my entire life because I can't go to work anymore. I can't pay my bills. I can't pay my groceries. Getting your car repossessed in America is basically.
Basically, congratulations, you are now homeless. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's the other thing too that makes the stuff in the U.S. very shitty isn't like a whole bunch of jurisdictions. I don't know the exact ratio, but a lot of jurisdictions in the U.S. they charge you for sitting in jail. You have to like pay fees for the honor of being arrested.
Huh?
If they can charge you in the United States, they will.
Okay,
And then
good
there's
thing I don't
fucking
live in the
bail.
United States.
The bail system in the U.S. is also broken. And
Yeah.
a lot of the,
Shut
and
up.
some places are like trying to reform it by like getting rid of like cash bail, and then a whole bunch of people like going off about how horrible it is, while very clearly not understanding how the system even fucking works. Like, I am a criminal justice major. I know how the system works. I have seen the data. Cash bail does nothing but punish poor people.
It does not. Or it does. I'm sorry. It does not work the way it's. It's like. Just keep
It's like
everyone
they
in the
have-
tank until the court date.
It's they have tried the system of like putting people out on bail without having them having to fork over fuck tons of money, and statistically it was like less than like 0.5% higher rate of people just leaving and trying to avoid it than getting found and extradited back to their jurisdiction to face trial anyway. It didn't change anything. It was just now more people could get out of sitting in jail for no reason. Because remember, they're presumed innocent.
Not to shown otherwise.
Because the way the bail system works is you go before a judge before trial, and the judge will basically evaluate a bunch of criteria and determine whether or not you are either a risk of running away to try and avoid facing trial, or committing another crime before your trial. And if you're considered too high of a risk of either of those things happening, you have your bail denied. However, if your bail is approved, you have to pay the government a whole bunch of money, and you are let out to go about your life and like not lose your job.
The bail can be thousands to even in the millions of dollars.
Yeah, and yes, there are people who will give you very high interest loans to pay your bail for you. And like the idea is, oh, because afterwards when you like when you're like done with it, done with bail, they like give the money back to you or something. I think is how it's supposed to work. But if you like run away, it gets confiscated. The whole thing's like they tried it where it's like instead of that they just let you out on bail without having to pay money, and like it didn't really change anything except now more people were able to go out on bail because they wouldn't just go into huge amounts of debt to do it. So it's congratulations, we're no longer punishing you for the honor of not wanting to sit in fucking jail.
Yeah.
Mr. Innocent Man.
Mr. Innocent until proven guilty man.
So,
Yeah. It
it pisses me off.
and people like who just have no idea how it works, like, yeah. It's the same people who are like going off on like California has to be like, Herder, why don't they just go in a perfectly straight line between San Francisco and LA?
There's other cities.
You mean along the entire length of a seismically active mountain range? Like Jimmy, as a European, you can tell you understand why sending a high-speed rail line down the length of a seismically active mountain range is a bad idea.
Not only am I European, Meep, we've talked about this
correct.
before, I am in the second most mountainous country in all of Europe. So yes, that sounds like a really bad idea,
Yes.
because you have to excavate through an entire mountain range, and that can be a hell of a
That's not the
headache.
thing we're talking. We're talking about a fault line.
Yeah.
Earthquakes,
No,
my guy.
it's a seismically active mountain range.
Yeah, the thing is, I know about the mountain ranges, you guys know about the seismically active part.
Our fault line goes into the ocean as well, like by where I live.
Yeah.
Like a couple miles out. Moves. I have a tsunami on my hands.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's not quite that bad because it's a transform fault, and those don't produce nearly as much of the movement that triggers tsunamis.
They're not as reactive as the ones in Japan, but if we get a real bad one, then
Yeah.
people who live.
I mean, because it's subduction faults mainly that will trigger tsunamis when they go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in the U.S. of people talking about shit, and on the internet, people talk about shit that they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and it drives people who know what the fuck they're talking about up the wall. Yeah.
Here's the problem with this. It's because of the internet. The internet just leaks.
It's not just because of the internet.
But it is.
It's going
has
on
been
before the
amplified.
internet. The internet has meant that those voices can be amplified much louder.
Exactly. Also, having an ad is
Because
a minute 20. Just.
Disinformation on the internet.
Misinformation on the
so
internet
much
is real.
because
and
it's not even
stupid.
delivered in an entertaining way. It's just this one dumb motherfucker holding their head and pointing at a screen and pointing in midair and then putting words on it as if they're actually doing something. And the worst part is that it works because I've had to discuss my dad that no, vaccines are not a way for the government to do population control. Please stop watching the things that you do.
Please stop watching Fox News.
He doesn't watch Fox News. He learns all this shit on TikTok. And the worst part is that my parents believe it. And I have to tell them, no, that's literally not how they work. What secret information do they have? They started quoting some shit that Bill Gates said, right? And I'm like, no, Bill Gates hasn't done anything like that at the moment that we are aware of.
It's like people are like, oh, it's like they're putting the microchips to track you. They say, well, tweeting from their phone that tracks their position that they paid $600 for the honor of having.
If you have Face ID on your phone, it means the government has your face, completely forgetting that driver's license, passports, and IDs are.
It's so many people like going off on like the conspiracy is like, why would the government need to force you to or trick you to do this thing? They get you to pay for the privilege.
Dude,
and they do.
The government does not want to do population control because more population means more workers, and that means more people to buy shit.
That means stonk market go up, and that's all the government cares about.
America wants people to have sex and have babies. Sorry, gonna have myself.
Why do you think all of the news outlets are complaining? No, you're good. It's like, why do you think all of the news outlets are complaining that Gen Z is not having enough children? The millennials aren't having enough children. They're complaining because they're realizing that the people are not buying stuff anymore.
While simultaneously going off on how immigration is too lax. It's like, oh my god, you're complaining about not enough people coming into the country, and then complaining that too many people are coming into the country.
God damn.
It's the reason is it's because the people coming into the country through immigration aren't white people. Let's be real.
That's stupid to think about.
Because they don't speak English, and they're so fucking terrified of learning a new language because they had some sort of trauma in their language classes in high school. I'm assuming.
It's also just, you know, the U.S. has always hated whatever the newest bunch of immigrants spin.
Italians,
always,
Irish,
every time.
Catholics.
The Italians, the Irish, the Chinese,
Japanese.
Now it's Hispanics' turn.
the Japanese.
I'll never
Now
forgive the Japanese. America.
Yeah,
For a while, we didn't allow Chinese citizens or Chinese immigrants to gain U.S. citizenship at all. Like we
Yeah,
have blocked.
California likes to really gloss over the fact that it was really big on that policy.
Yep. Especially while they were building our railroads, which was really dangerous because we used dynamite.
The California, very like California history class, like very conveniently glossed over the Chinese Exclusion Act and completely ignored that California was basically entirely responsible for the Japanese internment camps in World War II.
Did you guys learn about that? Because we read a whole book. We read
We learned that the Japanese internment camps in World War II were a thing. We completely glossed over the fact it was entirely California's fault.
Yeah. I can't remember what the name of the book was. It was something about Manzanar. This man, the writer talked about their dad learning to make their own peach sake. I can't remember the name of the book though.
It's the U.S. government is just an asshole. It just is.
I can't believe the U.S. government is just the boomer of all countries, despite being one of the youngest ones.
That is very funny. I find that personally, as a European,
it's
I
not
find
one of the
that
youngest ones.
Incredibly hilarious.
The youngest club, the youngest
within the world.
The youngest country club is all the countries that popped out when Europe decided colonialism is now cringe.
You know, half of Africa, or like, actually no, all of Africa except like a place probably.
Except 2 countries.
Yeah, I think one of them is Morocco, because I don't think Morocco...
No,
actually, no, Morocco is French.
One of them Egypt?
No, Egypt was controlled by
it's
the British.
Ethiopia and Liberia.
Excellent. Where are you from? I'm Liberian. Oh, sorry. I like your accent. Where are you from?
It took a minute for me. I understood it immediately.
I fucking love that line so much.
Also, have we talked about the Liberian county flags?
I believe we did, but not on Roomba.
I believe we have not on the Roomba. I don't remember that.
We talked about it while we were playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, so
Me and I had like this whole private Discord call about it, and we started sharing them, and it was just so fucking funny.
Yeah, the Liberian county flags, which is how Liberia is divided into counties instead of provinces because it's a relatively small country. It only needs counties. They look like they were made in MS Paint.
They're so good.
You need to send me one. Just send me one.
Liberian county flags.
You would design for a 4th grade project.
Yeah, I am going to. There's this. I'm gonna open image in new tab.
Like
copy image.
When I was in middle school, we had this thing called Mind Olympics, and we had to create our own countries. The flag we made for our country of Medcab, a lot better than these flags. It was a lot more competent.
Oh my god. So oh my god. I can see what you mean.
That's all of them. Put that up on stream.
Hold on, I'll put it up on stream in just a moment. So while I'm putting this on stream, I just want to take a little bit of break from all this stuff because I wanted to just momentarily talk about what I got from France. Because I did get some goodies from France that are not like tourist related. I did get one tourist related thing. It was just like a pin for my bag, but that's it. I got a Pipwalk plushie. My sister and I looked at it and she was like, do you want to give it a home? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm sure €1 for it because I had like 24 euros and it was worth 15, but I didn't want to use my extra bill of like 10 euros for it. And she's like, I'll give you the euro. Let's just give it a home. And then before that, I was at this gaming shop called Micromania, and it had this humongous amount of amiibos, and I found a Byleth amiibo for like, oh Jesus Christ, this is a very big image. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it back on.
Go ahead and make it really big because it's a bunch of like the sub images basically. Oh, you were kidding. You said it was very big. Okay, I just saw it finally pop up on screen.
Yeah, that was funny.
We are
So
missing
there's
two
a-
of them, but that's okay.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Holy-
oh yeah, two of them are hidden by the Need for Speed.
And that's Gran Turismo. Also, we're in
Same
lap
thing.
222. Funny. This is, by the way, just if anyone
So, yeah,
noticed,
you can
this,
s-
Show this image, but that's the flag we made for the Disney.
The flag.
okay, that looks
it-
like an actual flag, yes. I won't share it for privacy reasons, but
Yeah.
that looks like an
Private.
actual flag, yes.
Yeah, that's the flag we made. We, like, my friend who's holding it, they hand sewed it for our project.
Oh, they
Hey, look
hands. Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's all
That
about-
that is actually a legitimate flag design. That is actually good.
I assume you're the girl
The-
behind the cotton, the thing, right?
I think you might want to put the flags ahead, like in front of Gran Turismo, though.
Okay.
Just for the sake of, like, showing it off. You can.
The
I'll hide the Gran Turismo for now. It'll be back soon.
I mean, you could just leave it on.
they-
Nah, you said it. We'll just show it again later.
it's Liberia. I will say this: they do have the theme where they put the Liberian national flag in the corner, except for the row 2, column 1, where they didn't fully align it to the corner, unlike the rest of them.
Because
Hey.
the square.
It's just pink. I think the nicest ones are the Pink Mountain Range, row 1, column 2.
Yeah. Second
Yeah.
image of
Column
row
1,
1.
row 4. I think those are the nicer ones.
Hold on, repeat.
Wait, what was the last one?
Row 4, column 1.
Okay, just the black and
the
green.
green
ones.
England.
Yes.
The green
Yes.
England.
Green England.
Honestly, the thing I feel like some of these I feel like are almost good. Like the green England, I feel would have been better if they scaled up the Liberia flag to fully fill the
been
top
neat,
left corner
actually.
of it. Yeah. The one that Jimmy's like sitting right on top of, if they'd slightly made it bigger too to actually be aligned fully with the red line instead of being kind of weirdly in the corner there. The one row 4 column 3 I think is almost it's not bad, it's one of the better ones of them. Row 2 column 3, the flag is justified nicely
Which one again?
with the striping.
The one above your head.
The one that's your head's on you. What some of them are like really bad, like row 4 column 2,
Yeah, that one.
as well as row 3 column 4.
No, this one, the trees. Yeah, that one looks straight out of fucking MS Paint.
It's just so why?
Random question: how much does a pack of cards of
Why?
Pokemon cost in America?
Good
Depends
question.
on which one you're going for. Like, if it's just like the pack itself,
A regular 10-card pack.
10 card pack, let me look up target prices. Those are the exorbitant ones.
You're just trying to see if Spain has cheap cards or if if France has like pretty expensive cards or like more expensive cards. Because in Spain a pack of 10 cards costs like €5, but in France it costs 6, and so does in the Netherlands. Because I also asked
Wait,
Octo
I don't
about
see
this.
I just see the tins.
Weird. Also, yes, I bought a pack of.
Yeah, the
French
packaging in the US is always so extravagant.
It's very extravagant, so most of the goes there. Like the tins are
Like half the cost for the tins they come in.
yeah. The collector's
Fine, Liberian flags can go away now, by the way,
cards.
Jimmy.
Okay, we can.
Yeah, you can put it down.
Back to the.
Let's put low price.
Oh,
0 to 50.
the one last thing to say on the Liberian flag is I'm once again gonna make fun of the US party Red for using the Liberian flag in their clip art on the 4th of July instead of the US flag by mistake.
It's fine.
Because, to be fair, they are very similar flags, and that is by design. Like, Liberia quite literally copied the US flag, because Liberia is one of the only countries not colonized in Africa by Europe because America got to it first, and that's just not talked about in U.S. history textbooks.
Kick W. That sounds like a oof moment.
To be fair, it was only like half U.S. colony, really. It was more like we just sent a bunch of people there and forgot about it.
Just send
because this was immediately after the Civil War, and we're like, there was a thing. It was like, well, we've got all these now free unemployed black people. What should we do with them? I know. Let's send them back to Africa. That'll cause no problems whatsoever.
Pokemon trading cards, like individuals. That's wild. I can't actually find the 10 packs, dude. They only come in like big packages.
Bruh.
So the cheapest one I found was like $13.
$13 for a tin?
For the tins.
Okay. That's
okay,
weird.
wait. I found a booster pack. The booster packs are $11 here.
11?
Yep.
How many cards are in the booster pack?
It was a 3-pack, I think. Because we don't have the singlets here.
You don't have singles?
Not that I see. Yeah, the pack of 3 is $11.
3 packs of 10. Yes?
I have no idea. I don't buy Pokemon cards as much anymore.
Okay, well, I guess I can't really get my answer of that because, as I said,
anyway,
I checked like when I bought like you can buy just individual.
I found on Walmart.
Pack of cards on Walmart pack of 3.
No, Walmart trading card game Shining Fates booster pack 10 cards $11.22 for the 1 package.
What the fuck? That's more than double in Spain. I generally have.
Oh, hold on. I found one on Amazon that says Sword and Shield Fusion Strike Sleeve Booster Pack 10 cards for $4.69. Nice.
It's really weird because it's not uniform either.
Yeah, it's not uniform at all. The US charges whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, that looks like it. In Spain, it's pretty like. I've bought both in Valencia and in Bilbao, and they're the same price, $4.99.
I have booster packs, the 5-pack lot, 10 cards each, $19.95.
We are approaching the 2-hour mark.
Yes, we are. And the wind, it looks like the wind is sort of just mellowed out a little bit.
Wait, you're in SoCal, right? Isn't there like a Category 1 typhoon down there right now?
Yeah, there's a typhoon coming up down. Let's see, Hurricane Hillary, because they did give her a name.
Typhoon.
By the way,
it's a typhoon, but they called it Hurricane Hillary. It's Category 1.
Because Americans are only used to hearing about Florida.
Yep.
It's down to Cat 1, I'm pretty sure.
Could dump over a year's worth of rain on parts of the Southwest, and there's a guy in a boat.
A guy in a boat?
To be fair, the U.S. Southwest definitely needs that year's worth of rain.
Yeah, it's gonna miss me completely though, because it's going straight from Tijuana through, not even hitting Palmdale or Los Angeles, and it's gonna pass Bakersfield. It's gonna go straight to Nevada. So I can see.
Who knows? Maybe Lake Mead will get some water after all.
It runs through the Mojave. It's
Lord knows Lake Mead needs it.
Lake Mead? Is that this one?
Lake Mead. Lake Mead's the Hoover Dam lake.
Ah, Hoover Dam.
The one that's like, it's more full in Fallout New Vegas than it is in real life.
There's Lake Tahoe. Ah, stop. Pyramid Lake. I don't know where Lake Mead is, sorry.
Lake Mead, images,
I think that's where it's gonna end.
Map.
Walker Lake.
Lake Mead is, Nevada-Arizona border.
Oh, it's not gonna hit there at all.
Adjacent to Vegas, basically.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit Vegas at all. It's gonna be between the California and Nevada border.
Alright, so along
ending-
the Sierras.
Yeah, so it's gonna end in Lovelock, somewhere just like an hour or two outside of Reno.
Okay.
But my city's not affected by the typhoon at all. It's just all throughout Baja California right now. It just exited Tijuana and into Oceanside. It's heading towards Temecula and Menifee.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, right?
Rain.
San gonna hit it, is in the middle of it. So Big Bear Lake is going to be covered right now.
Little Pokemon tangent again. The names in French for some Pokemon are really funny. The names in French for some Pokemon, because French and German have different names for the Pokemons than English and Spanish and Italian. For example, a Pokemon I assume everyone knows here, Growlithe, Caninus. His name is Caninos. Which is a pretty
Caninos?
funny name. Yeah, Caninos.
Let me see. I've just gotten onto Wikipedia.
I mean, I'm looking at a French card of Growlithe right now.
I know, but I want to see
Ho
how
ho
it's
ho, wee wee baguette.
We get it.
I want to see how it's spelled though.
I thought I just told you.
Yeah, caninos based on canine. Yeah, that makes sense.
But like the French also Flaffy, l'énergie, Lainergie. I have a couple of like French Pokemon cards. Pretty, like they're the same cards of like other languages, but like the names are just funny because French.
Yes, the names are funny because French.
French names are funny.
Yes.
In French,
Anyway,
Rex is called
we-
Parcelle.
Hmm.
It's an anagram for astral.
Ah.
Alright, that works. We have crossed over the 2-hour mark, which I'm pretty sure is how long we usually try and go.
I mean,
so.
2 hours and 15 minutes or so. So, I'm home. Now what? Here's the
Jimmy's home. I'm at university. Mina, I'm not sure what Mina's at.
So home.
Mina's also home. Okay.
So, I'm back home from my trip to France. Last year, I decided that after my vacation, I would stay the rest of August as a vacation away from Twitch. This year it's not gonna be like that. I'm going to still be streaming. I'm gonna stream probably forever now, every day, because I don't have to worry about school, so I don't have to worry about studying, which gives me time to stream. So the 7-day-a-week stream schedule, or like 6, depending if I want to stream on Saturday or not, will continue. We have finished
Huzzah!
3 games on stream. Last time we did a full week of streaming. We finished Terraria. We finished Gran Turismo 3. And we finished Need for Speed Underground 2. We're going to switch from Gran Turismo 3 to Gran Turismo 4. We're going to switch from Terraria to either Tsugihime, which is a visual novel spanning the events that led up to Multiple Type Lumina, and Multiple Actors again. And from Need for Speed Underground 2, we're going to move on to Need for Speed Most Wanted, which is going to be the PC version, and a special thing that I have planned that no one knows. On Thursdays now, it's going to be PMD days. We're going to do, next week we're going to do Igglybuff's episode, and the week after that we're going to do Growlithe's episode, because I need to save that as a VOD into my Twitch channel, into my YouTube channel as well.
We're going to scream and cry again, like little babies.
Correct. That is kind of the plan, yes. On Wednesday, I'm probably going to go... On Wednesdays now I have the cable link with Octo, and when we're done with that, I'll probably kindly tell him to get Expressive Sky and we'll stream it together. Or like I'll stream with you. Or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll take Wednesdays as a day off and I have to see when I can slot Hollow Knight, because I need to finish that game. I just got pretty scared because we have now entered the White Palace, and that place is pure pain. It is very much pain. But that is the idea for now. My father told me that soon after we reach back home, he'll help me prepare a curriculum and, you know, see if I can slot into a workplace or something to get money. Because God knows I need it. I need a new computer. I need probably repairs for my 3DS, my DS, my 2DS. Probably a capture card for the Switch so I can stream games from the Switch. That would be cool. You know, make a Smash lobby and have Octo Rage on my lobby as well. Or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, big plans are coming. As everyone knows, the goal for the 24 hours of the Nürburgring is... Hmm? Sorry, Mina?
I can send you the link for the capture card I have. Maybe they sell it in the EU.
Maybe. We'll see. But we also have the dreaded 24 hours of what challenge that was done. I already have the card chosen, and I have a general date on when it's going to be. It is going to be either... let me look at the calendar again. Either going to be Saturday 2 of September or Saturday 9th of September, depending on how I'm feeling. It's not going to be on August. I need to mentally prepare. It will be on September. We will do the 24 hours of the Nürburgring in September, and by then I will move on to another points redeem, which, well, I'm still sort of thinking of what I'm going to do, but it is going to hopefully be a fun challenge. Or just something fun to do. Probably related to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because I really like that game, but at the same time I'm horrified of what idea I could do for Mystery Dungeon challenge. All Isle 0. Just for the record, I've only beaten one of the Isle 0 dungeons. So I am not good at these sort of things. I have a general idea of what to do, but I'm not good at these sort of things, so we'll have to see when that happens. As Meep said, he has returned to uni, which means that I think you might... Are you able to be more on call, or is that the opposite way, that you're not able to be on call as often as before?
Well, more than when I was at work. I suppose it really depends on how much homework I have to do.
Okay, we'll have to see. Also...
So, about 50-50.
Okay, it's about 50-50. So, also, on Fridays, as per usual, I have D&D with Mina and me. And on Saturdays or Sundays, depending on when he streams, I have Tsukihime with Octo as well. We're going through his route on Tsukihime there. I'm doing literally all the voices but regular Shiki. Because, why not? YOLO. But yeah, that is going to be, like, generally the plans that I have for, like, going forward. Do I have will other plans go up in the future? Maybe. I mean, I did get, you know, if I get a better computer, I might start also doing, like, longer streams with, like, starting earlier and doing multi-lobbies or something like that. Hell, I could have, like, if I get a better computer, instead of having Gran Turismo always, I could have, like, a multi-lobby open while we talk in the Roomba thought. Or if I have an HDMI card for streaming on the Switch, I can have Smash streaming on the background. Something like that. Like, we'll have to see how the future holds, but for now, that is the general plan. Once I finish those games, we'll have to come up with other games, etc., etc., etc. That is basically the plan. I am on the grind, and I am never stopping the grind, because this is the only thing that really makes me happy doing. I know it's kind of crazy.
Guys, I have one more thing to shitpost about before we wrap up the stream.
Okay.
News has broken. Russia's lunar orbiter, Luna 25, has crashed into the moon.
Oh.
This is not an old mission. This is one that was like just got to the moon and it has crashed.
Perfect. Brilliant.
Well done, Russian Federation.
Well done,
They're
Russia.
doing the best they can with what they got.
Also, I don't know if I will be able to, but next week or so, there is a Smash for
Its
3DS.
first lunar mission in almost half a century crashed straight into the moon.
Great job, dude.
The storm is about 365 miles away from me.
The official statement: it ceased to exist as a result of a collision with the lunar surface.
Why is that described like Onision's book? It just rapidly ceased existing. It didn't get destroyed, it just rapidly ceased to exist.
That sounds really funny.
That's
But,
literally how he wrote it in the book.
Next week, I will be attending at Derwin's channel, which I don't think that's the name in Twitch. I think it's another thing. But Derwinning is going to be streaming, and I will be commentating a revival of Smash 3DS tournament. Well, I would have loved to participate in it. My 3DS kind of half the buttons don't work, and the copy that I have of Smash 3DS ceased to exist. It vanished. It
I would
poofed.
love to participate, except my copy of Smash was stolen along with the 3DS.
Oh. Well, if anyone in the chat is listening to this and they are interested, I think I posted a link to the challenge page on my announcements chat. Yes, I did. I also did it as an everyone ping, so just in case. But yeah, this is going to be a list that you two have. Oh, wait, there's an ad, so we'll wait for the ad to finish.
Okay.
But yeah, unless you two have any idea or something that you want to share, we'll finish it off for today. Thank you, as per
Speaking
usual.
of ads, Jimmy, I'm gonna ask you questions after.
Yeah, sure. Oh shit, I'm 14 laps ahead of second place. Goddamn.
Damn.
That's the power of the Nismo 400R. I'm like 21 laps ahead of last place, which is a BMW. The only non-Japanese car is last.
Yeah.
That's very
Feel
funny.
I guess.
Yes, very much so. 20 more seconds. But yeah, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I also drank a lot of water. Like, for some reason, as soon as I reached home, I realized I had like 5 bottles of water with water in my room, and I have one.
I have a Fanta in my room.
And I have 1 bottle of water. I have drank everything else.
Wait, Jimmy, I have to ask you a question before we go.
What is it? We're back, by the way.
Do you have Fanta commercials? Okay. Do you have Fanta commercials that are very similar to the ones in Mexico? Or at least South California? In, like, Hispanic television?
Honestly, I haven't seen a Fanta commercial in a really long time.
I haven't either. But, like, when you did, were they, like, oddly sexual? Where they just had a bunch of hot ladies?
No. No, I'm pretty sure the last Fanta commercial I had El Rubius, which is a very big Spanish YouTuber on it.
No. See, here in the States, they were, at least for Hispanic television, they were just oddly sexual. Just a bunch of sexy ladies.
I see the high, horny energy in the room.
Yeah, dude, sex sells a lot here.
Oh.
In the Hispanic community, fucking every commercial you see has at least
That's at least an
one hot
ass.
chick.
They're wearing, like, hot
Horny
pants.
be gone.
Mexico.
Horny be gone. Can we get some bunks in the chat?
We can get both. Because I have both.
And horny spray.
Where is my... No, I need... emoji. Give me the other where the hell is the other emojis? My emoticons? No. Oh, there we go, my emoticons.
Ta-da!
stonks.
I can use both.
You can use both.
Because for now, I am subscribed to the Meter Rachel channel, which you should follow.
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
this is
trying.
your channel, friend.
I would be subscribed to one of you, but my Twitch Prime is broken.
Damn.
I've got Prime, but it's not giving me Twitch Prime.
You should go follow Meter Rachel now.
I have her followed.
Yes, I know.
Don't
you,
worry.
Yeah.
I know you follow her. I was, you know, if there's anyone else in chat, they should do it. Well,
I appreciate it, but also,
what? Also, what?
oh, just scream. I guess it didn't pick up a mic.
Fucking deserve it, goddammit. Anyway, we're gonna go raid our good old friend of the man, the myth, the legend, the Melty Boy, the Melty Man. We're gonna raid the Octo because he is streaming right now. Also, yes, Nina, do you think tell me something?
Oh no, I was just like, oh, I heard a melty man.
Yes, he controls the melting blood.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're gonna go raid Octo. Oh, there's only one person. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it was just us watching the stream.
It's okay. Because you usually get watches after that.
I saw it was up to 5 earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Look, I don't have a lot of faith in me anymore. I just barely see any numbers on my Twitch channel. It's kind of depressing.
Well,
Because
it's
I try
very-
really hard to bring good content.
It's a weekend and it's before 12 o'clock in some, or no, it's just hitting 2 o'clock in some areas. At least in the
You're
US.
saying we should stream later in the day.
The problem is if I stream later in the day, that might make me, you know, stream really late.
That would mean you like streaming at like
3 a.m.
3 a.m. on your time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
For fucking D&D, and I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Is it?
Yes. Because I get to have fun.
True.
Anyway,
But I mean, we only go for about 2 hours anyway.
yeah. Yeah, we only go for 2 hours there too. So, I will see you all next time. Until then, my shitties, bye-bye! And up we go. I'm gonna go and say hi to Octo while he plays Melty Blood. Thank you to as per usual. I will be on my way now. Bye-bye!
Hey,
If you
got a
need anything,
question.
you know, my DMs are open. Oh, wait, what is it?
Okay.
What is it?
No. I'll just DM you about it.
Okay, bye-bye!
Bye-bye. Bye, me.
You missed something
Good jump
crazy,
scare.
by the way.
Hello!
I'm alive. Hello. You missed something pretty crazy. You had 21 people in here just now.
God damn!
I'm alive.
I had fun.
Let's go, the clash point.
At least I didn't get perfect, but let's go. Oh, of course. Fucking what DP.
Sit down.
Pain.
Sit down, boy.
The only good DP she has, sadly.
No, Jimmy is there.
Small.
But
Yeah, but I'm not playing because I'm back in Spain, so my connection is even worse.
Oh god.
you're in Spain. Well,
Yes, I'm
You
back
was
home
there,
in Spain
baby.
from France, and my connection was already pretty.
you
Oh,
went
also
to
the room is
France,
full.
My, oh man, my condolences for your brain cells, dude.
Oh, you mean because I was in France?
Yeah.
My brain cells are fine, hopefully, luckily.
But you went to France. How are your brain cells fine?
How can you have? How can your brain cells be hurt
Standard.
when you don't have any?
Damn.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a self burn. Those are rare.
Wait, did you never go to France during a school trip?
Nope.
Me neither. Maybe it's because you live in Belgium. You are obligated to learn French. Of course you
Oh,
go
yeah,
to
that's
France.
True.
I need to. I failed French.
You failed French. Good. Fuck French.
can hardly remember anything from my French class.
You know what I remember? I remember how to say it. And I
How about you say
French.
Yeah, I same. I learned how to say I do not know how to speak French. Do you speak English?
I'll tell you what, would you learn French? French people also don't give a fuck about learning English, so why would you learn very fine?
I mean, I know English, I know Dutch, and that's fine with me. I know certain German things, I know certain French things. That's about it. But hey, listen. But if you don't speak English, I don't give a crap.
EX. Summons? No? Oh, not the heat gate. Yeah. He absolutely read, he read his mind there.
Even if I think they're gonna use I
But yeah, Octo. I had today a rant about Ultimate, and I included you in the rant.
About what?
Not as a bad. I'm not saying it was a bad thing that I included you. It was like, yeah, this is like an example of why I think this game has a lot of things wrong with it.
Yeah, exactly.
The entire game is just a coding nightmare.
Like, I generally sometimes have more fun playing Brawl than Smash Ultimate, and that's saying something because it's Brawl.
Yeah. Do you have Ultimate Rift?
I have it, but like a while back, I abandoned the game because like I knew I was getting better at it, but then people kept saying I sucked at it, and I was like, yeah, why should I even try it if no matter what I do, no matter if I kick their ass 20,000 ways next year, I'm still not good enough.
You're just salty, bro.
So yeah, I was like, damn, I'm done with this game.
Fair enough. You can play it with us again. Like, just for fun, play it one day.
I have to train my ass off.
Nah.
Wait, who are your mates?
What's wrong with the lobby today, bro? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to make
Didn't we say? Didn't Shamik say that Melty today was a bit work?
Yeah, yesterday the servers went down. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Child. Oh, it's Levi. Is it Levi or Levy?
I mean, it's a child versus a semi-child, so.
Noelle is not a child. She's one of the older ones.
She transformed.
Also, but also EX4 player.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Here's the problem. I was kicking their ass like 20 million ways in the next year. But for some reason, I was so pissed off with someone goes, I can help you train. Like, bitch, I know how to kick your ass. But what this doesn't do for me, train against one single character, if there's like fucking 90 in the game.
Oh, we dumb.
And the thing is, the reason why I said it is because I play, Pyra. But without Mitra, I basically solo Pyra.
Yeah, my mains are Robin and Ethan, and then I have like a pocket Pyro Mithra.
My main is Cloud. Everything else that I play is a pocket. AKA half of like the entire fucking roster.
Oh, I could
Up with that.
I thought he was gonna shoot that. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't. Oh, and that's our well.
Like, jokes aside, I can play half the cast half decently, and Octo can tell you.
Well, from the older games, I was like a 38
What, Nick?
for ages, but I couldn't get used to the new third ultimate. So I had to find something else. Like, I couldn't find a character that I liked. Until Pyra and Mithra came along, and I was like, yeah, I mean, Pyra's kind of fun.
Oh, I've never seen these.
So I can go a good character that's hard and fun to play. Holy shit, sign me up, you know?
That's not even why I picked Pyra. That's not even why I picked
Yeah,
Pyra.
I mean, they are good and they are fun to play, besides the fact that they are also good character designs.
Oh, man. My shoes are not coming. Very sorry.
Who's pinging me? I don't know.
Also, yes, I raided.
GG's, very good game.
Raid attack. How did
I've
the
never
stream
seen
go?
these in the World Cup.
I mean, it went well. It cut once, but apart from that, it went well. By the way,
Oh, now we're gonna see.
Octo, I unpacked my Violet amiibo and it's now sitting next to my Terry amiibo and my Fire Emblem cast.
A+.
Nice.
Oh, you mean King Duty, Kid Icarus. What's your name? I expected you to play Pit or like Dark Pit.
Oh, he plays Pit on Dark Pit.
He plays Pit, yeah. He plays Pit. How could you get? How
He
did
plays
you know?
Pit and DDD.
Gee, I wonder how I knew.
You guys,
Yeah.
Come
you guys
on!
all have Smash? Or...
Yeah, we're gonna play probably about 1.5 hours or something.
Ah, I see.
In like or how 1.5 hours that you're going to play?
FIFA or just...
No, in like we're gonna play for 2 hours, but in
Okay.
1.5 hours.
I mean like... is it called a tournament or is that already done?
Both. Yeah, I mean, we're doing a second tournament, so.
Oh,
But you can just come up and play for fun. The people who genuinely want to like win and stuff, they can do with that. This is whoever gets the most kills. 2 people get the most kills anyway, so.
Yeah. Like, I want to get into that tournament because I want to get better. Because I do not take that game for fun anymore, which is kind of a shame, but it's just really like
just
that.
like I felt like maybe FIFA because that's...
Why did Jimmy stream oh shit he plays Pit like my Pit is good, my Pit is dog shit? Nah, bro. Pit is an honest character. The only honest character. Oh god. Why does Darkick know how to play his character?
I thought he made like all of his pop-up things are like...
I've only seen him play Noel, so...
Maybe it's second one. I mean, it's just his role part shows
Pit is
combat.
Steve Pit isn't honest. Pit is the most honest character in the game.
Also that very sad that Alcala did not hit. That's a nutty combo, holy moly.
Dark Pit is more honest than Dark Pit? Yeah, I can see that.
No, he's not. I can tell you, Dark Pit has way more bullshit. Sipey. Literally Sipey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Electroshock. It's funny.
Side me Dark Pit, yeah.
Electroshock is
roll
literally
back
the reason why
like
Pit is more honest than Dark Pit. Because yeah, you can snipe people with Pit, but you can also technically do that with Dark Pit, and then you have a super armor reflective, not reflector, because it reflects things. Pit stars are fucking insane, but they're not insane enough to warrant it being less honest than Dark Pit's Electroshock. Pit stars need skill! Dark Pit's Electroshock doesn't! Bite me. Dark Pit is less honest than Pit. Change my mind. Oh wait, you can, because I'm right.
Okay.
Moha moment, Moha gaming.
Mohawk. Yeah, right, no, just regular art moment. Oh my god. At least you're gonna protect it. Free heat setup, because like, Aki has the easiest free heat setup. Just set on a ring and heat. That's it. OVC. I'll eat that.
But I'm gonna do this thing again because I need to see now that we have more people.
No. Gaming. No, not the pro. Yeah. We could jump down, bro. What do you see? Oh my god, Mohawk.
Also, you should definitely include your Twitch emotes on your Discord.
Yeah, right up there. That'll help you better.
Oh. That always gets me, man.
The band insane. If only we could have confirmed off that we could. Oh, he's dead.
Oh man, that's hard.
He's a dead man. Damn, that could fucking deck attack switch to solo Kohaku. Well, the time electric shock is better when you're at the legend. Not at legend kill until 50. When are you never not against on the ledge against Dark Pit though? Oh. Wait, did you know what? Did you know why? Did you have to leave? Or did you like crash out?
The thing is, kid, Dark Pit's electro shot doesn't necessarily need to kill. It just sends you off stage. And off stage again the pits is not a good thing. That's why I say Dark Pit is less honest than Pit.
Right, time for the other Akiha gaming. Nope, Akiha gaming. Okay, never mind. I guess Ark said no. Delayed B follow-up. That's what I did. Where's my moon ring? Oh, not my moon ring, my reactor. Oh god, this character is stupid! Oh my god, I'm gonna take 4 supply stage for this all in the corner and they did it. Ah, fuck you! I have no way of getting out of the air with this character. Oh god, their defense is so ass. I'm mad.
No.
Fucking hard. Right on.
Oh god, Moha Moha gaming.
When people do shield not do my game stuff, I do work shit. Oh my god. You didn't run under it, that's so stupid.
Holy shit, actual pressure?
Oh my god, this character's so fucking crazy. Jesus Christ, this character has way too many privileges. I'm gonna start with you.
Hi, Kane.
God, this character's so fucking free. Oh my god. Fuck this character, bro.
Oh, good game.
Oh, what? This character is way too fucking easy, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you still have to learn it, so it's not.
No, you
totally
don't!
bad.
You don't! You don't have to learn shit with this
Okay,
character.
no.
As long as you enter combo 214C, you get an 8-way mix-up, and
Okay,
that's all you
tell
need
me,
to
how
learn.
do you do the 8-way mixing?
Just wait, if you do 214C, you get a hard knockdown, and you get to do same side low, same side overhead, same side unblockable, same side grab, same side over IAD, other side low, other side overhead, unblockable, like fucking everything basically. You can do anything.
Do you just
want.
have to jump?